Welcome everybody, it is Bulldog1205 here to shake things up a little bit. You guys might know me from Web3 gaming, but now I'm going to switch over and talk about more of the Web3 tokens that I have personally invested in and the research behind them. I've spun up a new YouTube channel where I'm going to focus on these plays, mainly on the virtuals platform, at least to start with. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is not talk about any of the tokens themselves, but I'm going to talk about the virtuals platform and what it is, how you can use it, and how you can get in on some of these fair launches, get in on the ground floor of token launches, because that's what the virtuals protocol is. It is a token launchpad, and they specialize in fair launches. Anybody can come in, no matter your level, get in on the ground floor of token launches. That's a little different than a lot of your other launch pads. A lot of your other launch pads, you have to be heavily invested in staking the token for the launch pad. You have all these barriers you have to climb. A lot of times it's exclusive to whales, and it can just be very hard to get into. Not so with virtuals. You can come over here and simply sign up by logging into your wallet. I do appreciate if you use the link down below. I do have a referral code, or you can see my referral code here. Even if you've already signed up, if you haven't used a referral code yet, go to your profile, put in my referral code. That's the best way to help support the channel. I appreciate you guys. If we come down here, we're going to see Genesis launches. There's actually two ways you can launch a token. Genesis launches is the popular one now. That's what we're going to talk about. That's how I've been getting a lot of high value tokens here. So what is a Genesis launch? A Genesis launch is when an individual or a company comes in and launches their own token at a fully diluted value of 112,000 virtual. Virtual is the currency for the virtuals platform. It is their token. So any of these tokens that you buy, it's going to be going through virtual. You'll buy virtual, and then you will buy those tokens. So whenever a token decides to launch, they have to get at least 112,000 virtual committed. So when we come down here, we see examples of both of these. Backdoor Alpha is one that is trying to launch. There's 2 hours left on its pledge. There is 24 hours to pledge to these tokens. It's a 0.61%. This one is not going to make it, and what happens then is the token is not created. Everybody gets refunded their pledges. You don't lose anything by pledging to a token that doesn't launch, but then the token is never launched. Over here, we have EVA. This one is going to make it. It is way oversubscribed. It's past 100%. So what happens is people have pledged their points. We're going to talk about points here later. You get points for participating in the system, and you can commit virtual. So virtual again is the token. So you spend your points, and the percentage of points that you commit based on the overall points that are pledged to the system is the amount of their token. That's the percentage of their token that you are awarded. So I said it's not exclusive to whales, but yes, the whales that spend the most money in the system and earn the most points are going to get a larger share of the token. But even the little guy that has just a few points can come in and get your percent share as well. You won't get a lot, but just by participating in the system, everybody can be involved. Everybody can get in and purchase these tokens at their launch value. All right, so how do we earn these points? They're called Virgin points, and again, that's how you pledge these points to projects in order to earn your allocation of their token. We earn them by doing these actions down below. Now, we don't know exactly how many points each action is worth. They don't share that in order to prevent people from gaming the system, but here's what you can do. You can yap. That's a common term. That basically just means posting about the token on X. On X, or now on YouTube, you can earn yapping points just for talking about the virtual system, talking about the tokens that are launching, anything to increase publicity for these tokens. You get points for them. Participating in the launches. So you get points, you participate in launches, you earn more points. You can stake virtual or really any of the agents. So there's 3 of these. Vader is highlighted, virtual is highlighted. Those are 2 big tokens within the system. Vader was a token that was heavily involved in creating this. So they get some special points for both staking Vader and for yapping about Vader. And any of these tokens that launch. Whenever the tokens are launched, you can actually go and stake them and earn more, and just by trading in general. So you participate in the system where by buying buying Genesis tokens, just trading the agents in general, yapping about them on social media. You participate in the system, you gain points. You can go spend those points then with virtuals to buy tokens at their launch value, which typically is pretty low. If we come in, we can see, I can actually show you guys some of my own tokens. So here are some of my tokens that I've purchased recently, and we can see how well they've done. These are all my most recent purchases. So you can see the amount of points that I spent. So like I tried to commit 566 virtual. I wasn't able to buy that much because I didn't have enough points. So 497 was refunded. So I spent about 69 virtual here, and my tokens right now are worth $477. That is about a 4x. It's done very, very well. The one below it, Walk. I spent 15 virtual. I spent more points, but was able to spend less virtual on it because this was a much more popular project. It was a bigger project. There were more overall pledge points. So even though I pledged more points, my percentage of the overall pool was smaller, so I wasn't able to buy as much, but that's okay. I was only able to spend 15 virtual. Yet these tokens are worth $822. This was clearly a bigger project. That's why more people pledged into it. So this whole system really becomes a game. We have lots of agents that are going to launch. You have to identify which of these you feel like is going to be legit, because let's be honest, there's a lot of them that are not legit. There have been some that have rug pulled, but those that are legit projects have done pretty well. So identify the projects you think are going to do well, spend your points on those, and then you have to decide, do you hold those tokens or do you sell them right away? Because the other nice thing about this launchpad, about virtuals, is that you can sell the tokens the minute that you get them. There is no period where a lot of other launchpads, you have to hold them for so long. That is not the case here, but there is a penalty. If you sell Genesis tokens right away, and you don't hold them for at least a minimum of 30 days, you go to jail. You get put in Jeet jail. And what that means is that you do not earn any points at all from any source for 10 days. So there's no monetary penalty, but you stop earning points. That's opportunity cost. You now can't participate in or you don't gain points to be able to participate in a lot of these other launches. You can miss out on things. I sold some of mine right away. I took some profits at one point, and I was all happy. I was like, yes, I got this profit. And then looking back after the 10 days, I was like, well, the amount of points I would have earned over that 10 days versus what the token is now, I actually lost out. I shouldn't have sold. I didn't literally lose money. I still gained money, but I didn't gain as much as I could have. So it's all a game here, and that's what this channel is going to be about. I'm going to spend a lot of time going through these different AI agents and going through all the details, making my picks on which ones I like and which ones I don't. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to follow the channel, hit the follow button, hit the share, comment below, help blow this up. You guys have always been very supportive of my projects. I appreciate it. So I hope to see you around. I don't know, maybe we'll do some live stream with some founders, do some Twitter spaces. I mean, X, it'll always be Twitter to me, but whatever the case, we've got a lot of things planned. So I'm interested to see the reactions to this, see how things go, make a couple videos. Be sure to stick around. I'll see you guys on the next one.